Hare Krishna, dear everyone. Welcome. Okay, we have already connected online. So, Hare Krishna. So, I'm so grateful to see every one of you. I'm so excited. Such a wonderful day. Today is 22nd July, 22nd July 2026. And today is what day? Tuesday, right? Wednesday. So today, Wednesday, so we have gathered here to continue our discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, on the title Prayers of Queen Kunti. So such a wonderful day, morning at 9:30 we have gathered here. So before we start, so we call upon Satya Narayan Prabhu to express his gratitude.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I accept my humble obeisances to all the Vaishnavas who gathered this in new time Saranya. So, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, and all glories to all the Vaishnavas, and all glories to His Grace Patita Tarana Prabhu. So, because of the Prabhu, by His grace, His mercy, I was exposed to so many interesting, wonderful pastimes of Krishna. Actually, I don't have any idea to get all this like a Gundicha Mahosava. It's really wonderful. Even 3-4 days, we are hearing from all the great Vaishnavas about the Vipralamba, Viraha. I don't know all these words meaning also, I don't know. But now, today, I was exposed, and 3-4 days, I don't know, like a hammering in my mind, this is a great opportunity was given by the Prabhu. Unless Prabhu never introduced this to me, I don't think so. But maybe it's Krishna's arrangement. But how wonderful the devotees are around us, and then paving a path for spiritual acknowledgement. So this is a wonderful knowledge, and this is a wonderful association of devotees. And to me, it's like it's like a family. Every day I'm listening to the devotees. One day we don't attach to the family. What happened to this devotee? What happened to the devotee? Why he never come? We're wondering. Like every day it's almost like 3-4 months. We are hearing to the same devotees and talking, and we are exchanging our gratitude and our knowledge. So it's like a family members already. So one day, if one of the devotees not speak, so we think, what happened to the devotees? I mean, you start wondering what happened to me. He must be very busy, or he was not feeling it, because we are almost like all of us very elderly age. So it's a nice place to every early morning we come to know that Srimad Bhagavatam. You're hearing here, and we are chanting, and we are glorifying the Lord. So it's given the Prabhu given me an opportunity of this opportunity. I'm very grateful to him, and very grateful to all the Vaishnavas who gathered here. So thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Such a nice No, when you were saying, I was thinking about it. So since we are meeting every day, we are talking every day, until when we hear the voice, we know who's the person. Yes or not?
Exactly, Prabhu.
Just, you don't need to see the person. That is Mangala Rukmini. That is Puna Rukmini. So we can just recognize the voice.
So that's why we encourage, when they are giving a gratitude, can they open their cameras, and it will be very nice, because
Yes.
most of them I never met them. I
Yeah.
never met them, and then I met you only a few times, Prabhu. And then other than that, I know by them. Some of them open the camera, I get to know them. Some of them very far. I don't know where they went. I'm going to meet them also. We are, we are actually praying. Like yesterday, the Mataji was telling that, Prabhu, you organize a trip to Jagannath Puri, so we have a mercy to see Jagannath's pastimes. We talk the pastime at Jagannath Puri, so it's so wonderful. And then
Yes.
I never been to Jagannath Puri. When Prabhu was telling that, he also never been. So I think there is a chance to organize a trip, Prabhu. So
Oh,
like
yes. Why?
that, we can meet everyone together. We are having a trip together. I'm looking for that, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you. I mean, why not? I've got a book here. There's one Maharaj did his PhD, the PhD thesis on Lord Jagannath. I just remember I have that book. Yes, I think it's there. Okay. Maybe we should study and one day we can make a trip to Jagannath Puri. If Lord Jagannath desires so. All right. So thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, all wonderful devotees. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for being very enthusiastic. If you are not enthusiastic, of course, I don't have that strength to go on doing this. All right. So let's do our invocation prayer. We invoke auspiciousness by offering our gratitude to all our Guru and Guru Varga. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttaparakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jwala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namustute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruda Pasidanta Dvanta Harini Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambu Jayati Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Virayate Gaura Virbhava Bhume Stomni Dasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannatayate Namaha Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhe Evacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustute Devi Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nastaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya yata anvayat itarascharte swabhijnaswarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muyyanti Yat Surayah Tejo Vari Mridanyata Vinimayo Yatra Trishargo Mrsha Damna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Hari Om Tatsat Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Padaya Vishnu Padaya Kasomti Rami Namacharya Baba Gita Company Natural Party. Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhus and Mothers. So let's start our session today. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So yesterday we had a very nice, interesting discussion. All right. Okay. All right. So we yesterday we discussed about this verse Vipada Santuta Shashvat Tatra Yatra Jagat Guru Bhavata Darshanam Yatsyat Apunar Bhava Darshanam. I wish that all calamities would happen again and again so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated birth and death. So yesterday we had a very nice discussion about calamities. So for a devotee, when the calamity happens, it is a sign that Krishna is coming there. Just Krishna is assuring you, say that Krishna wants to see you. Sometimes we need to have a jerk, sometimes jerk. Oh, then jerk, then suddenly see, then we start to appreciate Krishna. Such a nice discussion yesterday. So today we're going to continue on text 26, continuing the prayers of Queen Kunti. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shribir Janmai Shah. All right, there's a shampoo Shah, Varya. So Shvarya. So Jaimi Shvarya Shruta Shribir. All right, there's a dash on top. So I. So Shribir. Edamana Mada Kuman. Nai. Naivar Hatya. All right, these two words we can combine. Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vani. Sorry. Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vai Twang Akinchana Gocharam. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shribir Edamana Madah Puman Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shribir Edamana Madah Puman Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shribir Edamana Madah Puman Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. Right, please. Wait.
I'll try, Prabhu.
Wait, Pataji.
Janmaisvarya stuta sribir et amana mada puman naivarhati havidatung vai tvam hakin chana gocharam.
Yes. So now what you should say here, Abhidatum Vai. That's when you can get the raga. Naivar Hatya
Abhidatum vai.
So if you don't pull the
Naivarhati abhidatum vai. Okay, Prabhu.
When the A raga you don't pull, the behind it will go soft. So just imagine Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vai. So now Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vai. So that's why.
Abhidatum vai.
Yes, correct. Next. Quickly, who's going to be the next one?
Shall I try, Prabhu?
Go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Janmaishwarya Sruda Sribir Etamana Madaha Puman Naivar Hadi Abhitadum Vai Tvam Agijnana Kosaram.
Very nice, very nice. Akinchana Gocharam. Yes. Next.
Janmaishwarya Shruta Shribir Edamana Madah Puman Naivarhati hatya vidatum vai Tvam akinchana gocharam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Further. Ooh. Yes, go ahead.
जन्म ऐश्वर्यं सुप्ता श्रीभिर्ता मना मद कुम्भं
Hmm.
नयति अभिदातुं वै त्वम् अचिञ्चन गोचरम्.
Very nice. So now what we need to do, what you call Namaras. So when you see the Y here, usually we combine with the following word. So naivar hatya bidatum vai. Because the Y, proper, they can put I word. All right, they can put I, but why they put Y? Y means it's a continuation. Naivar hatya bidatum vai. So why they separate so that we can easily study, read. But actually, this is two is one word. These two is one word. So they just separate it so easy for us to read. Okay. So whenever you see Y, whenever you see Y, you just combine, you just join it with the following words. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
Nice, nice. Krishna Kumari Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Janmaiswarya Sutta Sribhir Ethanmana Mada Kumam Naivarhati Abhi Hantum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam.
Yes, nice. But here, Mataji, this word, right? Okay, please recite this phrase alone.
Ethanmana Mada.
Again.
Ethanmana Mada.
Now you got it. Just now, you know how what you said? Edamana Mada Puman. Mada Puman. So you put the so when you don't use here, you end up pulling here, it straight away creates a different meaning.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. So Edamana Mada Puman. Yes, nice. Okay, anyone else? This is a very, very important verse in this prayers of Queen Kunti. That's all? Yes, Charan Lakshmi Mataji.
Janmaishwarya Shrutu Sribir Ramana Madam Puman Naivati Abidatum Vai Don Akinchana Gocharam.
Yes, nice. Thank you. Okay, that's all.
Prabhu Hare Krishna.
Go ahead.
Janmaivarya Shruti Shribir.
Okay, Janmaishwarya.
Janmaivarya Shruta Shribir.
Yes, okay.
Edamana Madapuman.
Madapuman.
Madapuman. Edamana Madapuman.
Very good.
Naivarhati Abidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam.
Yes. Akinchana Gocharam. Okay. All right. I think no one else. Janmaishvarya Shruta Shribir Edamana Madah Puman Naivar Hatya Bidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. Very important verse. Janma, birth. Aishwarya, opulence. Shruta, education. Shribi, by the possession of beauty. Shri means beauty. That's why sometimes we call Mother Lakshmi as Shri. Shri. So Shri means beauty. Edamana, progressively increasing. It keep increasing. What? Okay. Mada, intoxication. Mada. Okay, in Tamil also we call Madayani. Madayani. Madayani means what? When the kind of intoxication where you can, it's a kind of, you forget yourself. Okay, Mada. You all got it? Mada. So like just now, Prabhu say Mada. Mada means what? Foolishness. So now it's Mada. Mada. Madayani. Just think about Madayani. When you think about the elephant go crazy, right? Mada. Intoxicated. Puman, the human being. Na, never. Eva, ever. Arhati, deserves. Abhidatum, address in feeling. Why? Certainly. Tvam, you. Akinchana gocharam, one who is approached easily by the materially exhausted man. So the word is materially exhausted. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at the translation. Please read the translation.
Shall I, Prabhu?
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna, translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty cannot approach you with sincere feeling. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you. So now let's look at this serious topic. Now, Kunti Devi is praying. She's saying, my Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached. So number one, this is point number one. Who can approach the Lord? Can easily. All right, the key point, easily to be approached. Because sometimes we are trying to make our life so complicated. We want to do this, do that. So we think if I can do heavy service, sometimes you see in the temple, right? There's one person who like to do a lot of service. They'll be extremely exhausted. They'll be like a walking zombie from morning till night until the next day. Didn't sleep enough. Like sometimes you see in Radha Yatra, they can simply go on working for 2 days non-stop. So what they say, they look so exhausted, or sometimes you think, wow, this is the person. No, they are doing a great service and everything. Now let's look at this. What is that? The real thing. Who are the people who really can approach the Lord? And how to approach the Lord? We are talking about easily approaching the Lord. Not complicated. Easily approached. And who are the people? And then the proper translate, only. Who are the people? Only this kind of people. And who are they? These are the people who are materially exhausted. Materially exhausted. Materially exhausted means what? You are already too tired with material life. Like for instance, when we work so hard, we'll be very exhausted. So the word exhausted means you don't have any more energy to go further. You have to give up everything and rest. You've got nothing to move on. Even you move on, your body don't have energy. Zero. Battery gone. So what Mother says, that your Lordship can easily be approached only by those who have materially exhausted. That means you have already tired with whatever things that you have, or whatever things that you have going through, that somehow or other you have exhausted. That means, in other words, those who have totally no material desire. We have read in Nectar of Devotion, material desire, it is very inauspicious. And we also read it before, that with even a tinge of material desire, you can never approach me. The Lord told Narada, just with a tinge, it's more subtle. Even you can't even see it. Because material life, it is completely, what they call, polluting. Just like imagine, just imagine that we are well dressed. Suddenly a dog stool, the bird dropping, fall on your shirt. How will it feel? Or just imagine, okay, I give you an example that everybody can relate. You are so much, suddenly when you're traveling and you have a terrible stomach ache. Terrible stomach ache. And you rush, by the time you could pass, there's few things leaked and touched your pants. Even you look so opulent, you dress so well, and the little dot that touched your pants actually is insignificant. But how will it feel? The little dot will somehow or other will emanate smell. So the material desire is just like that. Even how opulent we look, a little excretion that touched you will create uncomfortable. Right? So those who can easily approach is the one who have materially exhausted. Then Mother also said, what she said, but those who are on the path of material progress, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, these are the people who are trying to improve, okay, with respectable parentage. All right, now I do this kind of prayer and everything. So next birth, I'll born in a higher caste. So I born to the family of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. Okay, so I got a very respectable parentage. Or with great opulence, they want great opulence. I want so much of success, opulent. Rich and opulence are two different things. Opulent means living a life like a king. You got a butler to serve you, you know, just like that day I saw that a documentary of Tata Birla. Oh my God. Sorry, Birla. No. Ambani. Oh boy. The way that he lived life, I cannot believe. He's the guy who truly fell from heavenly kingdom. Amazing life. So this kind of opulent, or those who wants high education. Okay. Because another way of you getting being respected if you are highly educated. When they come and say, I got a PhD, I got a doctor in front. Right? Dr. Padita Tarna. Oh, what a different doctor. Are you a medical? No. I'm a PhD doctor. Immediately you stand out of the norm. Then another thing that what people are sometimes called bodily beauty. Right? Once born in a respectable parentage, who have all opulence, high education, or bodily beauty. Because sometimes being beautiful, you stand out in a mass public. Right? That's why the beauty industry is the biggest industry in the world. All kind of makeup, fair and lovely, all these kind of things. They are creating new things to improve the beauty of the body. With all kind of designer dress. I just don't understand what this designer dress is all about. Right? Just look like a cartoon. So just to show that bodily beauty, because all this for what? The sense gratification. When you really look at it, right? Respectable parentage. Once I was in Cameron Highland. I was a will writer. I know. So after my college, so I became a will writer just to try out. Went to one house, and the old lady asked, "So, which God do you pray?" I was thinking, what do you mean, which God I pray? I pray to Krishna. So you are Yadav? You are Konar? I said, Konar? No. I'm Chettiar. Oh, come. That's when I realized they want to check what's your caste before they can offer you water. Then after that, they start to call me by that name. How, it's a kind of exciting. Second, opulent, coming down in Bentley, getting down in this thing, with hands with jewel and everything. You walk with fantastic perfume. People look at you, wow, you know, or high education. I am a PhD, I got a double PhD, triple PhD, right? And of course, if not, if I look very beautiful. So when you really think about it, respectable parentage, opulence, high education, bodily beauty. What is all this, what they call, dovetail to? All this dovetail to a kind of a satisfaction of ego. I am great, right? All these are satisfying the sense gratification. So sense gratification boils down to where? Ego, the false identification. So that means we are still in false situation. We are in a fake situation. So what happened? This Kunti Devi is saying, so these kind of people who think themselves are so great, they cannot approach you with sincere feeling. So now another key point that we should look is sincere feeling. The sincere kind of feeling. When they approach the Lord, they also approach, yes, you know, not with a sincere feeling. So those who can easily approach the Lord, first of all, they have to be materially exhausted. And the second important point is this one. You have to have a sincere feeling. And the sincere feeling, you cannot have it if you are so attached to bodily beauty, if you are so attached to high education, if you are so attached to opulence, if you are so attached to, if you think that sometimes you're born in a great parentage. No? All these kind of people are stumbling block, or they cannot even attain that perfection. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting read, study on this purpose, because I see this. In fact, I marked it. All right, this is one of the important topic that comes in Bhakti Vaibhava, right? So now let's go into that detail. And of course, as we understand, you have right to ask question. You do not need to feel bad when people say, why am I asking a lot of questions? No, it's your right. Okay, your right to ask question. You have to be very inquisitive. Don't take everything lightly. If there's any doubt, ask it out. That is how we can perfect our intelligence. But please keep your question within this context, not out of this. All right, now let's look at the purport. Number one, Prabhupada, our great Acharya Srila Prabhupada writes, being materially advanced, there's a meaning for that. Right? There's a meaning. What is materially advanced? Right? That means by taking birth in an aristocratic family, like Ambani family. They are called materially advanced. Okay? Number two, they possess not ordinary wealth, but great wealth. And they are very highly educated. Not Form 5, Form 3 dropout. Very highly educated. And number four, they have a very attractive personal beauty. Sometimes when you see people are so beautiful, wow, the way they dress, you know, the way they come out, everybody's eyes will be on them. So attractive. So when you see this kind of people, when you see someone in aristocrat family, whenever you see someone with having a great wealth, someone having education, and someone very attractive personal beauty, what we should think in our mind? What we should think? We should just be sorry for them. Because for them to come into the self-realization, path of self-realization, it can be a big challenge. It can be a very big challenge to them. Again, let me tell again, Prabhus and mothers, please pay attention to this statement. Never, ever compare yourself with any one of these people. Never compare yourself. When they are trying to come to belittle you, you should just laugh at them. Or don't need laugh at them. You just smile, and in your heart, you should feel so sorry for them. You should just pray to Krishna, my dear Lord, please give them some sukriti, show them some mercy. Please send some devotees to some or other convince them to out of it. All right. It is not a big deal. It is very abominable deal. Because we are in the path of perfection. We are in the path of self-realization. This kind of aristocrat family, or those who have all the wealth in the world, who have fantastic education, attractive personal beauty, they are actually not a big deal for a devotee. We are not saying this just to feel good about it, or to justify our renunciation. As a devotee, we are trying to renounce. Sometimes, sometimes when we say like that day my daughter didn't do well in exam, came back and she said, no, everybody in the class didn't do well. Really? Then after she said, but they have lot of reason to justify their low marks. Similarly, Prabhus and mothers, we are not justifying our incapability of being born in aristocrat family or great wealth, education, attractive beauty. We are not trying to find what they call. We are not trying to make an affirmation. I doesn't look beautiful. Oh, that beautiful. Oh, yeah. They all metric. No, we are not trying to, make an affirmation just to tell ourselves, it's okay. But this is the fact. Do you understand what I'm saying, Prabhus and mothers?
Prabhu, excuse me, lame excuses.
No, not lame
No.
excuses. Excuses is different. Excuses is something that you don't want to do. You are giving excuse. Krishna Kumari Mataji.
Prabhu.
Krishna Kumari Mataji, you have raised your hand.
Okay, Prabhu, I'm a little bit confused. Actually, okay, those with all these qualities in their life, okay, actually it's also to do with their karma, previous karma. That's why they
Definitely.
have. But then here it says that it is a pity that with this kind of qualities, it is difficult for them to go near to the God. So it's a little bit confusing.
It's not to say they cannot go near. It says you cannot approach with sincere feeling. Look at the point number 2. Do you understand?
Okay.
Can you see that? Can you see that?
Yes.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Sincere feeling. We are talking about sincere feeling. We are not talking about everybody can go near Krishna. No doubt about it. But they cannot achieve Krishna. Because they don't have the sincere feeling. Have you seen people who are very beautiful, very attractive and everything, Mataji?
Yeah.
How they act and how they walk and how they do things.
Yes, of course, they are arrogant.
We think we are arrogant. we feel they are arrogant, but maybe that's their natural way of expressing. Right? You understand?
Yes.
Have I answered you?
Yeah. So meaning that one part is the karma, the other part is they get what because of their karma. Even though it's difficult to approach.
Okay,
Because
you're talking about that karma means this kind of karma actually will say, like, for instance, those who fall from heavenly kingdom. They will be born into this kind of aristocrat family. They look very beautiful, very attractive.
Okay.
They're karma, right? They're good karma, right?
Yeah.
But these good karma will definitely lead them to bad karma. They'll fall down into abominable species.
But there are also is there a chance that among this group who really approach sincerely or not?
Definitely, why not? There is a general statement and there's a specific statement. They are like Ambarish Das, Ambarish Prabhu, the Henry Ford's grandson, great grandson. What he did, he gave all the wealth to develop that Mayapur temple. Right? He born in a great parentage, great lineage. Henry Ford, the great grandson of Henry Ford. But he could do that. We are talking about general statement.
Okay, understand, Prabhu.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Muru Mataji, I saw you raise your hand.
Prabhu, I think you have answered my question through this Mataji. Because actually I was asking about, can we look good for Krishna? Can we groom for Krishna?
Can you what? Guru?
I mean, groom myself.
Oh, groom.
Yes.
Why not? You must groom nicely when you go to temple. There's, I think, it's mentioned in, I remember reading somewhere. Krishna. You must dress well if you go to temple. You groom nicely, yes, why not?
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, anyway. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, Prabhus and Mothers, we do not need to compare ourselves. And by believing we are not comparing ourselves, actually, we are not trying to belittle or give affirmation, reasoning. மனசு ஆத்திக்கிறது. We are not trying to மனசு ஆத்துறான். ஏன்னா எனக்கு அந்த அழகு இல்லை, எனக்கு அந்த அந்த என்ன சொல்றது, அந்த செல்வாக்கு இல்லை, அந்த பாக்கியம், அந்த பணம் வசதியெல்லாம் இல்லை. அப்படி என்ன மனசு நினைச்சுக்கிறது, சரி அவனுங்களா பாவம். We are not trying to look pity for them, just to keep ourselves good. But we have to sincerely feel bad for them, because what we are acting is according to the knowledge. We are not trying to simply belittle ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? Who don't understand? Who don't understand what I'm saying? Anyone?
Understand, Prabhu.
Okay, anyone? If you don't understand, you can put a thumbs up if you don't understand. You got it, eh?
Got it, Prabhu. I got it,
okay.
Prabhu.
All right. So what we are trying to say is, we are not trying to, because I don't have
Prabhu,
it.
I cannot understand, Prabhu.
என்னம்மா என்ன சொன்னீங்க?
எனக்கு விளங்கல பிரபு.
விளங்கல, you don't understand. Okay. அதாவது எப்படின்னா, எனக்கு அந்த செல்வாக்கு இல்ல. ஓகே, தரிணி மத்தஜி. ஆனா அடுத்தவனுக்கு அந்த செல்வாக்கு இருக்கு. அப்ப அடுத்தவனுக்கு அந்த செல்வாக்கு இருந்துச்சுன்னா, அந்த செல்வாக்கு ரொம்ப ஓவரான செல்வாக்கு, அழகு எல்லாம் இருந்துச்சு, என்ன அர்த்தம்? நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கிறோம்? இப்ப வந்து அவங்கள பார்த்தோன்னே, இப்ப நம்ம பாகவதத்துல என்ன போட்டுருக்கு, ப்ரூஃப் என்ன சொல்றாரு, இவங்களாம் வந்து ஜட வாழ்க்கையில ஊர்னவங்க, ரைட்? அப்ப நம்ம அவங்கள பார்த்து பரிதாபம் தான் படுறோம். ஆனா அந்த பரிதாபப்படுறது வந்து எதுக்குன்னா, அந்த பரிதாபப்படுறது வந்துட்டு நம்மள உயர்த்தி நிக்கிறதுக்காக இல்ல. ஏன்னா எனக்கு அந்த வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. ஒரு உதாரணம், இப்ப நான் சொன்னது, என் மக வந்து அவளை நல்லா செய்யல பரீட்சையில. ஆனா வந்தவன் என்ன சொல்றது, கிளாஸ்ல யாருமே நல்லா செய்யல, எதுவுமே நல்லா நடக்கல, பரீட்சை ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. அப்ப அது செஞ்ச அதோட விஷயத்த வந்து அதே வந்து மனசு ஆத்துறதுக்காக சொல்லுது. அதே மாதிரி அடுத்தவங்க செல்வாக்கு, அழகு இதெல்லாம் பார்த்து அவங்கள பரிதாபப்படுறது வந்துட்டு எதுக்குன்னா, நம்ம மனசை ஆத்திக்கிறதுக்காக இல்ல. ஏன்னா எனக்கு அந்த அழகு இல்லை, எனக்கு அந்த அழகு, எனக்கு புகழ் இதெல்லாம் இல்லை. சோ மனசை ஆத்திக்கிறதுக்காக நம்ம அவங்கள பரிதாபப்பட சொல்லல. நெசமொழி ஏன் அவங்கள பரிதாபப்படணும்னா, ஏன்னா அவங்க பௌதிக வாழ்க்கையில ரொம்ப ஆழமா ஊறி இருக்காங்க. நம்ம மனசை தேத்துக்கிறதுக்காக இல்ல. ஒரு புரியுதா? Okay, what happened if you are trying to say, oh, the person is so opulent, oh, I feel pity for them, just to keep yourself good, because you can't have it, but you are making an affirmation, oh, that person is in Maya, that person is there. Why? If you're going to do that, it's also a kind of false ego is seeping in your mind very indirectly. Do you follow me? Thumbs up if you follow me.
பிரபு, அவங்க வந்து அவங்க கர்மா படினாலதானே அவங்க அப்படி இருக்கிறாங்க.
Yeah, of course.
அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு அழகு, ஒரு படிப்பு, அதுன்னா அது அந்த கர்மா படிதானே அவங்களும்
நல்ல கர்மா
இருக்காங்க. நல்ல கர்மா இருக்கிறதுனால அவங்க அப்படி இருக்காங்க.
ஏன்னா இந்த பௌதிக வாழ்க்கையில நல்ல கர்மா கெட்ட கர்மாக்கு தான் கூட்டு போவோம். நல்ல கர்மா நிரந்தரமா இருக்காது. So what I'm saying is, in this material world, you can never go on having a good karma rest of your life, rest of your stay here, because this is a place of polluted area. The only thing you can have is bad karma. Maybe in the entire trillions of lifetime that you stay in this world, maybe you go to heaven maybe once, but other than that, forever is suffering, right? Okay, now let's go into that detail. Okay, now then what Prabhupada writes here, he said that great education attractive. So now Prabhupada writes here, all materialistic men. I mean, those who are materialistic. And Prabhupada write the word all, because actually everyone is like that. What happened to them? They are mad after possessing all these material opulence. They just really want to have all this kind of material opulence. They are mad for possessing all this material opulence. And this act is known as advancement of material civilization. Right? Nowadays, you can even answer the phone using your phone. I mean, your watch. I don't know, some Apple stuff. When people got tick, yes, hello. Oh, yeah. You can talk like that. So when they see that, oh, I want that, people go and queue up to buy that, all that opulent. So all these kind of things are actually the madness, and Prabhupada writes all. Okay. Now, then Prabhupada writes another important point. He said, but there's a result for that by possessing all these material asset, when we have all these things, you know what will happen? One becomes artificially puffed up. Can you imagine who is the rich people or not? Okay, I cannot generalize, but I'm talking about my own family members, my cousins, my own cousins. Okay. They are all very rich. You know, my Chettiar side relation, all very rich, very opulent. And they are puffed up. They all look like a curry puff, puffed up. You know, oh, you should see them in the wedding. And that's why I used to say, if a thief want to make a lot of money, come for a Chettiar wedding and kidnap all the ladies. You can have at least what, 500 kilos of gold. They'll be all puffed up. So what Prabhupada, this kind of possession is not trying to make you humble, right? But the possession of knowledge. Okay, just give me a second. Battery. But But the possession of the real knowledge will make us become humble. But this kind of artificial kind of way, it makes a person puffed up. Right? Puffed up, number one. Second is intoxicated by such temporary possession. They become very intoxicated. Have you seen someone who dropped the earring or a ring will fall off or they couldn't find? The way they act, all madness, right? And they can be intoxicated. Not enough. I want more. Oh, there's a small wrinkle. Go and look for the best. That's why you see Co Clinic, Dr. Co, dermatologist. They are mushrooming every town and village. They got the clinic. All talking about beauty. Right? And one time you go to see her or see him, whatever the doctor, few thousand. And people are willing to spend so much because perhaps there's a small wrinkle. Because all these are intoxicated. Then what Prabhupada writes, another thing, he says, but consequently means what? Eventually, such materially puffed up person, these are the people are incapable. That means they don't have that capacity to uttering the holy name of the Lord. They cannot utter the holy name of the Lord. They're incapable. Okay? By addressing him with feeling. They cannot feelingly call upon the Lord. Oh, Govinda, oh, Krishna. They cannot. Because there's a puffed up. Hare Krishna, oh, Govinda, oh, Krishna. But the feeling won't be there. It is said in the Shastra, Prabhupada writes, it is said in the Shastra, by once uttering the holy name of the Lord. How? By once. Once. Right? By once. Okay, Prabhupada didn't write by one. By once. Hanya sekali. Uttering the holy name of the Lord. The sinner gets rid of a quantity of sin that is unable to commit. Wow. That means the sinner, he can get rid of the quantity. If he can just say it, okay, with feeling, he could get rid of the quantity of the sin that is unable to commit. All the sin that you can think of, all destroyed. Example, Ajamila. When he just helplessly calling upon the sun, Narayana, Narayana, with so much of anxiety, all the sins has been nullified. Such is the power of uttering the holy name of the Lord. That is the power of chanting the holy name of Krishna. There is not least exaggeration actually. This is not the least exaggeration in this statement. So Prabhupada writes, he's not exaggerating. Right? You know what is exaggeration? That means he's not simply writing on Tamil பீத்திக்கிறதுக்கு இல்ல. இதுல ஒரு பீத்திக்கிற சொற்கள் இல்ல. ஒரு தடவை கோவிந்தா கிருஷ்ணானே மன மூலமா சொல்லிட்டோம்னா இருக்கிற பாவங்கள் எல்லாமே அழிக்கப்படும். எவ்வளவு பாவம்? நம்ம செய்ய முடியாத அளவுக்கு உள்ள பாவம் காண வரும். இது வந்து ஒரு exaggeration இல்ல. It's not an exaggeration. Right? Then Prabhupada writes, actually, the Lord's holy name has such a powerful potency. And imagine when Prabhupada writes this, in what kind of ecstasy he is. It is not an exaggeration. Actually, when we read, we must visualize how Prabhupada is standing in front of you and teaching you. It's not an exaggeration. Actually, the holy name has powerful potency. Those who are still new with us, I suggest, yesterday I shared a few of that playlist. Please go to Harinam Chintamani. The playlist are the 20 videos. Go through that. You will understand how powerful is that holy name. Are you all with me, Prabhus and Mothers? Okay, I can't see anyone. Okay. Then after saying the statement, Prabhupada also writes, but, I like the word but, there is a quality to such utterance also. There's the quality. For them, you say, Krishna, Govinda, all my sin, Govinda. No, there is a quality. And what is quality? It depends on the quality of the feeling, Prabhus and Mothers. The quality of that thing depends on the quality of the feeling. How are you feeling? If you still cannot have the feeling, something is still hindrance. Yes, Krishna Kumari Mataji.
Prabhu, like in the case of Ajahn Nila, okay, when he want to quit his body, he actually was thinking of his son and call out his name. Of course, he called out with feelings. But then I think Krishna is merciful, even though he called his son, the name is Narayana, but Krishna also accepted that as calling him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So Krishna is very merciful.
Is Krishna is merciful or the holy name is merciful?
The holy name also lah.
How can it be?
Because he is calling Narayana. That's the Krishna's name.
Fair enough. But who is more merciful?
The holy name lah.
Why? Where is your reference? Because Guru Mataji said that, is it? Where it's mentioned that?
In one of the topics, but I forget, Prabhu.
Harinam Chintamani. It is also mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Bhakti Vinod Thakur writes, before the Krishna comes, the holy name is there to save you. And you know what? Krishna and his holy name, there's no difference. Okay, Mataji?
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Hare
There is
Krishna.
no difference between Krishna and his holy name, number one. Number two, the holy name is more merciful than Krishna. Why? Okay, now, Muru Mataji, you said that. Give me, why this statement is like this? Why the holy name is more merciful than Krishna?
Because the name and Krishna is no difference.
Okay, that's one thing. Then? But why the name is more merciful than the form Krishna?
Not sure, Prabhu.
Not sure, okay. Krishna Kumari Mataji, you said something or you burped?
Sorry.
Please mute. Anyone else? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, what do you think? Satyanarayan Prabhu, yes?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone can utter Krishna's name, and it's
Okay.
very useful. And we cannot see Krishna, but we easily can mention his name. Anyone,
Okay.
anyone
Correct.
can say about Krishna, can call
All right.
Krishna. So, but we are not qualified to see Krishna. You know how qualified we don't.
But mercy.
Yeah,
Krishna is more, the name is more merciful than the Lord.
yeah.
How to understand?
Because of the by name is calling by his name, we are getting closer to Krishna.
Okay.
That's the mercy.
All right.
And
Okay,
we are
that's
providing all the knowledge by the calling of his name. And
Hmm.
we are getting we get to know all about his future. So everything by chanting his name. That's the mercy Krishna gives us before we can see the Krishna.
How the mercy? How is the mercy? How he give you mercy, Prabhu?
At least we can utter his name, bro.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Yes, Saki Mataji.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு.
Hare Krishna.
கொஸ்டின் வந்து கிருஷ்ணாவோட அவர நாம வந்து ஏன் வந்து இன்னும்
கருணையானது.
கருணையா ஏன்னாக்கா கிருஷ்ணாவை பார்க்கறதுனால ரூல்ஸ் ரெகுலேஷன் இருக்கு. பட் நாம ஜபம் பண்றதுக்கு ரூல்ஸ் ரெகுலேஷன் யார் எப்படி
Exactly.
வேணாலும் எந்த ஸ்டேட்ல வேணாலும் சான் பண்ணலாம் பிரபு.
Very good point. Very good point. What Mataji said, Krishna, to approach Krishna got rules and regulation, and there's no rules and regulation in chanting the holy name. Yes. Okay. Any other point?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. In Kali Yuga,
Ah.
the like what Mahaprabhu said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the only way to reach Krishna is to chant his name, Prabhu. That is one way of doing yagna. That is
Yes.
yagna. Yeah.
But why the name is more merciful than the form? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu?
So if you take that Sistastakam.
Okay, Sistastakam.
Nam Akari Bhagavatas Nature Sarva Sakti. That means God has given more power to the name.
They have invested all the powers in the name.
In the name.
Sarva Sat, right?
So they say the name is more powerful. You remember the verse, Prabhu?
Okay, but the question I'm asking, why the name is more merciful than Krishna, the form?
Because Lord has given more power to the name rather than himself.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Now,
I think guess what, Prabhu.
Now, okay. Now, when you look at this, when you cannot go and offend Krishna. You go to Krishna, you look at him, you offend him, he can get angry. Even when you use the name to scold people without Krishna, it gives you all the sukriti. That Krishna is a useless fellow. That bloody Rama cheated me money, you know. You understand? So we are scolding in the name of Krishna. We are scolding a person by the name of Krishna. We are scolding the person by the name of Rama. Right? But we don't dare to do that in front of the, you look at the deity, you don't say, hey, you deity are. We don't dare to say. But that means the name is more merciful, that even if you're doing it out of anger, frustration, knowing, unknowingly, with knowledge or in ignorance, whatever it is, whenever you call upon, just like what happened in Malaysia, Hari Hari. All right? Like we have a shopping center, Hari Hari. We call Hari Rama, Hari Kamis, Hari Rabu, Mata Hari. Do you think they're not getting any benefit? That's why this is a land of Vaishnava. Malaysia is so blessed, and we don't have any kind of, we never had any water problem, electrical shortage problem, no earthquake, no nothing, right? So nice. Why? Because this is actually, even though those days, the Indian trader called this area Swarna Bhumi, the land of gold, because everybody is chanting the holy name. Right? So that's why the holy name is so powerful. You got it, Prabhus and Mothers? Right? Please go and refer to. Actually, just I remember what we have read in Harinam Chintamani. So the quality. So I mean, the whole Lord is such powerful potency, yes. But there's a quality. There's a quality. It depends on quality of the feeling. Everybody calling upon the name of Krishna, everybody gets a benefit. But what is your quality? So Prabhupada writes here, the quality, one of the quality that Prabhupada highlight here is, a helpless man can feeling utter the name of the Lord. That means a man who are helpless, they can feelingly utter. They don't have any other choice. Stuck in the middle of the forest. Don't know whether to go straight or go left or go right or go up, go down. At that moment, when you don't know what to do, you just raise your hand and say, oh my Lord, you are my only shelter. Feeling. When Draupadi, when everybody start to pull, she have no choice. She's trying to hold the Mundani, you know, hey, don't. Until one moment, she just raised the hand and said, my Lord, Krishna, save me. So, feeling. And where we can have that feeling? When the person become helpless. When the helplessness will create, when we become really dependent. We just have to become very dependent on the mercy of Krishna. Krishna will take care. Trust me, it really works. Krishna will take care. As long as we can come to that level of that surrender, when we become helpless, Krishna will take care. Whereas a man who utters the same holy name, there are some people who say the same name, but in great material satisfaction, these are the people cannot be so sincere. Therefore, a materially puffed up person may utter the holy name, yes, occasionally, but he is incapable of uttering the name in quality. There is no thing in quality. So, when can we speak about quality? When we can talk about the quality, right? How to understand? When we can come into that quality, when we really appreciate. We know that somehow or other the name will protect us. And somehow when we become helpless, we call upon. And secondly, you can also utter the name if you have so much of gratitude. Right? After millions and millions and trillions of birth, we have gone through 8.4 million species. In human birth alone, got 400,000 varieties. From Aborigines to Chinese, Indian, Malay, just name it, all kind of varieties of people. We have gone through everything. You know, if you miss this human body, it will take you 12,500,000 years later, you get another human body. 12,500,000 means there will be at least one round of Divya Yuga. Satya, Tratra, Dwapara, Kali. This one round. 2 rounds. Maybe 1, 2, 3 rounds later only you can get a human body. And for that, millions of births, we've gone through all kind of abominable species like octopus, fish, pig, the worm in the stool. We have passed through all that. We have died in so many ways. We died by slaughtering. We were shot dead. We were hanged to death. We died after being crushed into a machine. Right? All the death that we are seeing in the news and everything, sometimes it becomes so gory. Death and the body scattered to pieces. We have gone through that. Just imagine every kind of death that we are seeing. We have actually gone through that. So we have born in many varieties of species. and we died in very abominable and gory way. When we were born as a lobster, we have been cooked alive. But today, I've got a chance to stop this repeated birth and death. I don't know how I got it. Is it the blessings of my forefather? All right. Is it that by the mercy of Vaishnava? Or is it something somewhere should have happened? But whatever happens, I am so grateful. I don't know how it happens, but something happened. And because of that something, today we are all sitting here studying Srimad Bhagavatam. Do you think, is it very easy to study Srimad Bhagavatam? Never. Never. At least you must worship Vasudeva for 1,000 births very sincerely before you could even utter the holy name. And imagine when we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam, imagine what kind of sukriti that we have got. Ordinary, extraordinary. When we understand that, Prabhus and mothers, then our chanting will improve. I do not want to take risk anymore. All the risks that I've taken in my life, it ended up in failure, in repeated birth and death. I do not want to be born again. That's supposed to be your motivation. We don't care about death and we don't care how we go to hell. All that are not necessary. Even hell seems to be very pleasurable compared to be born in an animal kingdom. I remember, I think in Garuda Purana it's mentioned. They say, oh, why the hell is so bad? I say, it's better to be go to hell. Right? Okay, example. There's a saying, if a person dies in Kashi, if the person dies in Kashi, he will never go to hell. He will never see hell. Yes? Raja Prema? All right. If a person dies in Kashi, if you go to Kasi, if a person dies there and get cremated and thrown in the water, the ash into the sea, they never go to hell. Right? They never go to hell. That's why that they have a death hotel. You can go and check it out, the documentary. They got a hotel of death. A person has to be submitted, and the requirement, the person must die in 3 days. If the person don't die, you are out of the hotel. They bring the old man or whatever sickly person, put there. For 3 days, they be just doing praise, pop, die. Immediately take the body, go straight and put into the Ganga and put in the funeral pyre and burn. And this person will never go to hell. So now the question is, all the things that you have done in his life, or at what condition the person should have died, it's not fair. You do all the nonsense thing you do, but when the final moment has arrived, when the doctor says you have no hope, straight away fly to Kasi, go to the hotel, die there and go to what? And you know what happened, Prabhus and mothers? When the person dies in that kind of holy place, the place that guarantees that person doesn't go to hell, that person has to replace the hellish punishment in all kind of abominable species. You know, maybe the hell is actually a purification. Just like the gold, we need to burn it so it purifies. All the impurities go, only can get the pure gold. But for us, it seems to be very scary. Yes, it's burning hot and everything. But that's a place to reduce our karma tremendously, and they throw back into that species. Then some or other you can come back and you can come to that level. But when a person dies in Kasi with such a sinful man, he has to go through all kind of species of life, and they have to go through that kind of species of life for a longer period of time. So let me get the thing. Just slipped my mind again. And then Acharya is telling, Vidura. Okay, they say it's better to go to hell and finish off the big karma. Rather go to Kasi and say, I don't want to visit hell. So it's better to be in hell than to be born in abominable species. So whatever said and done is okay, secondary. But for us now, I do not want to be enter into another mother's womb. That's supposed to be your goal. And I've written here, right? I've written an affirmation here. It took me 8.4 million species to do what I'm doing now. After millions of species today, you're sitting and studying Srimad Bhagavatam. It's very rare opportunity. After 8.4 million species of life today, you could be able to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Very rare thing. After 8.4 million species, you try to understand the Shastra, the confidential part of Krishna. Absolutely rare. After 8.4 million species today, you could be able to serve Krishna. After 8.4 million species of life today, you could be able to take prasadam. Do you think all this ordinary? Extraordinary. And after 8.4 million species, 1,000 times, we are in this parambara by our great Acharya Srila Prabhupada. We are under the Gaudiya Vaishnava parambara. What else can we ask for? We are the most opulent one. And we study in Srimad Bhagavatam. I think that I quoted, when you start progressing, even the demigods will be very envious of you. They will come and make you fall down. The Sukriti that we get, even the demigods, they don't get. Right? The Devatas will come and say, oh, how come you can get the opportunity? Out of envy, they will come and create trouble with you by the form of beautiful woman. So now when you look at the beautiful woman, you just tell yourself, how beautiful is the gopis and Krishna Radha? Are you more beautiful than them? So I am thinking gopis and Radhas are more beautiful in the sense of I am their servant. Not to look at them in a lusty way. All right? Are you more prettier than my mother Gopi? Are you more prettier than my mother Radha? Are you more prettier? Are you so attractive? Come on. Richness. Can you be more richer than my beloved Krishna? Huh? You cannot. So what I'm saying is, so this kind of affirmation we need to have. Right? Not to say that I need to go to India to practice sadhana bhakti. You can just change your consciousness. Every moment, where's my japa mala? Okay, every moment I touch my mala. Every time I touch my mala, I meditate, I'm touching the toes of Krishna. You know Krishna's toes? The big toe. I'm just gently massaging the toe with a beautiful fingernail. The fingernail emanates the moon-like rays that illuminate the entire universe in the form of Brahma Jyoti, the toes of the Lord. And I am gently massaging the toes. My Lord, Hare Krishna, please give me that thing. Hare Rama, engage me in the same. So we need to meditate on that. So by that, when we start to appreciate what we have, we can have that feeling. And this feeling can never be exchanged with anything else. That's why what Prabhupada writes, exhausted. Right? So now Prabhupada writes, the 4 principles of material advancement is, first is high parentage, number 2 is good health, number 3 high education, number 4 is attractive body, etc. Are to speak disqualification for the progress on the path of spiritual advancement. It's a very scary statement. You should be very afraid of this. You should write it down somewhere. What is the disqualification for the progress? Disqualification. Out. Disqualified. Right? Disqualification on the path of spiritual advancement. It is, all right, that is by practicing the 4 principles of material advancement. The disqualification of these 4 principles of material advancement. And what is the 4 principle? Thinking about high parentage, being proud of your high parentage, working on so much of good health, wealth, and number 3, high education, being puffed up. Number 4, attractive body. All these things are a big no for advancement. So material covering of the pure spirit soul is only an external feature. The covering. As much as fever is an external feature of the unhealthy body. Right? Sometimes when we are having fever, what happens? What does the fever means? The body is not healthy. It's showing in the form of fever. right? So, so that means the material covering of the pure spirit soul is external feature. So the material covering that we are seeing here, it covers your external, it's covering your internal, the soul, spirit soul. Then Prabhupada writes, the general process is to decrease the degree of the fever. That is intelligent. The general process, when your fever goes to 39, 40 degrees, what you should do? Right? Oh, it's not enough. I want to be more hot. Oh, I feel so nice. Body is hot. I want to be even more hotter. Finish. The general process, we have to decrease the fever. And not to aggravate by the maltreatment. Not simply like aggravate by doing this, by not treating it. Not aggravate the fever further. Right? So this analogy Prabhupada is giving, what he's trying to say. Sometimes it is seen that the spiritually advanced person, they become materially impoverished. Right? So when you see that the people who are really advanced in spiritual life, they sometimes can be very poor. Sometimes they can look very poor. They don't have transport, they'll be walking around, living in a pigeonhole. But what Prabhupada writes here, this is not no discouragement. This is not, don't be discouraged. First of all, we should not compare ourselves with others because we are advanced. How nice if I put, no, it's not a discouragement. On the other hand, Prabhupada writes, such impoverished, so sometimes being poor is a good sign as much as the falling into the temperature of the good sign. So sometimes when you see, when we're having a fever, when the temperature from 40, 41 reduce, it's a good sign. That means you're recovering. Similarly, even when a devotee experiences impoverished, it's actually a good sign. So don't get discouraged. Okay. Then he writes, the principle of life should be to decrease the degree of material intoxication. Because when we have more, we can get intoxicated, which leads one to be more and more illusion about the aim of life. When you have $1 million in your bank, what is the thought that will come? Spend. But when how I spend also, I don't seem to be finishing that money. So let's go for something great. What Da Vinci, what I don't know, all kind of funny names. I used to enjoy all that, right? What Dior, Christian Dior. Oh, this kind of well-dressed, nicely suited, guy, there's a, okay, anyway, not a big deal. Nicely dressed, stitched suit, all this kind of shiny shoe. People become illusion. It's an intoxication. At last, Prabhupada complete the statement. He says, grossly illusion person. Grossly means deeply illusion. These are the people quite unfit. They are not unfit for entrance into the kingdom of God. They are not fit. But as a devotee, if suddenly this fortune comes in, some kind of great things happen. But what we do, we have already got a higher taste. We simply utilize it for the Krishna service. We don't get intoxicated. I have seen devotees who are filthy rich, right? Like one of my, I'm not sure, but according to my uncle, he's a distant relative of mine in India. There's a goldsmith guy, gold shop in Madurai. He became a devotee, right? He's from Chettiar clan. He's very rich, one of the richest guy in Madurai. And yet he'll be in a white dhoti and white kurta. He's having a cow farm and he lives very simple life. But he's the owner of one of the big jewelry business in Madurai. So there's a big difference when a devotee becomes rich and the karmi. So also what we learn, if there's any impoverished happen, we should not be discouraged. Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu. Are you there?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Do you think Krishna showed a big favor to you?
Yeah, very, very true, Prabhu.
Yeah. You know, that day you called and spoke to me about certain things and everything. So do you think Krishna made a great favor to you, right?
Yes.
Ah. One day we have to give up all this opulence and surrender to Krishna. And life is beautiful, actually. Right? So any questions, any takeaway? Such a beautiful. Because here I've seen there's so many points I've did. The helpless man can utter Namo Kinchana Vittaya Nivirti Guna Vrittaye Atmaramaya Shantaya Kaivalya Pataye Namaha. Padaye. Padaye Namaha. Tomorrow the text 27 is going to be very beautiful text. And it's almost 2 pages of purport. Lot of
Prabhu,
readings.
excuse me, Prabhu.
Yes, Saki
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Oh, Rajendra Prabhu, yes.
Sorry, Prabhu, just want to recap. Once we learned the Harinam Chintamani, Bhakti Vinoda Thakur mentioned,
Yeah.
faint chanting of the Harinam, one will security.
What is it? Pain chanting of?
Harinam Chintamani, we read, no. That Harinam
Okay.
Chintamani, Bhakti Vinoda said, even the
Yeah.
faint chanting of the Hari's name is security.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how Prabhu related now.
Yeah. Plain chanting, yeah. Why not?
Yes, it's better than, that's why it's better than the Krishna.
Yeah.
Just mentioning, just the chanting itself, the faint chanting, Krishna will come back to us. The name itself
Yes.
is glorious.
Correct.
It's anything to do with the today's lesson, so anything to do with today's lesson, such works from Harinam Chintamani.
Yes. Oh, you were there, right, during the class, Harinam Chintamani?
Yes, Prabhu.
Wow.
Very
No wonder
auspicious.
I can remember. Yeah, you used to take a lot of notes and give your feedback. Yes.
Then
Go
remember,
there.
faint
Please go
chanting.
back to the video. Go back to the video. I think around 40 hours of classes, 40,
Yes,
45
Prabhu.
hours of classes we discussed on Harinam Chintamani. So take your time to listen. It's a very beautiful. Yes, Saki Champakalata.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு.
Hare Krishna.
எனக்கு ஒரு கேள்வி என்னன்னா பிரபு, இப்ப
Mhm.
நம்ம ஏற்கனவே படிச்சிருக்கிறோம் ஹரிநாம் சிந்தாமணில இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து பெர்ஃபெக்ஷன் கிருஷ்ணா கான்சியஸ்ல பெர்ஃபெக்ஷன்
Mhm.
கிருஷ்ணா கான்சியஸ்ல பெர்ஃபெக்ஷன் அடையலனாக்கா நான் வந்து ஹெலிஷ் பிளானட்டுக்கு போறதுக்கு 2 கேட் இருக்கு, சவுதர்ன் அண்ட் ஈஸ்டர்ன்னு. இப்போ இந்த பெர்ஃபெக்ஷன் அடையாத பக்தர்கள் வந்து ஈஸ்டர்ன் கேட்ல போயிட்டு அங்க தர்மராஜாவை பார்த்து பித்ருலோகா போயிட்டு அங்க ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு வைஷ்ணவ வயத்துல வந்து பிறப்பாங்க. கரெக்டா பிரபு? ஸோ இப்போ
Yes.
இந்த மாதிரி வந்து பெர்ஃபெக்ஷனா அடையாத ஒரு பக்தர் வந்து நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த காசியில போயிட்டு உயிரை விட்டா அவங்க நரக்கத்துக்கு போக மாட்டாங்கன்னு சொல்றீங்க. ஸோ அப்ப அவங்களோட ஜேர்னி எப்படி இருக்கும் பிரபு?
விஞ்ஞானி மாதிரி யோசிக்கிறீங்க நீங்க. She asked a question. If an imperfect devotee who passes away, they go to hell, of course, but they will meet Yamaraj in the form of Dharmaraj in the eastern gate. In the southern gate is hell. You see Dharmaraj in the form of Yamaraj, very scary. But in the eastern gate, you see them in the form of Dharmaraj, and you take birth in the womb of a devotee, right? Now the question she asked, what happens if an imperfect devotee goes to Kasi and dies? Will he go to hell or not? Okay. To answer that, Mataji, here they are referring to the hellish suffering.
Okay, பிரபு.
They don't go and get that. They don't go there and become a chicken 65 or man 65. புடிச்சி அவிச்சி வரட்டி அது மாதிரிலாம் இருக்காது. They don't see the hell means, that means they don't go and suffer the hellish condition.
They will go, but don't face the punishments, lah, Prabhu.
You're talking about devotees, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Devotee will go, but devotee will go on a chariot. Okay, the path, okay, the imperfect devotee, because Yamaraj is the one who have to decide your next birth. Right? So when you want to decide your next birth, so what you'll do, you'll just go. But according to what Prabhupada says, it's just like a quick thing. It just happened very quickly. Quickly it happened. You know, it doesn't like you take a like for instance like the Pavis. Pavis means the sinners. They'll take 1 year journey, yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
And they reach the hell on the first year Tithi.
Yeah.
But for a devotee, it happened very quickly. It doesn't take a 1 year journey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's always a great advantage. Now the question is, what happens if a devotee need to go through some kind of suffering? Say a devotee who are practicing well, but when they leave the body, they think of something, because Krishna says at what conscious a person dies, that will be your next birth. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Prabhu.
So
Yes.
what happened if, say, like for instance, I've got a pet. I got a cat in my house. Example. Right. Oh, cat, meow, 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 meow. Then I'm a good devotee. I'm chanting 64 rounds. I'm eating prasadam. I'm doing Mangalarti. But suddenly I'm so attached to my cat. When I faint, when I fall down, I was about to die. The cat come and meow, meow, meow. I just look at the cat and die. Will I go back home to got it?
No.
Then what will happen?
I will take the body of the cat.
How long?
How long now?
எவ்வளவு நாள்? எத்தனை காலகட்டத்துக்கு? அவர் பூனையில இருந்து நிறைய பூனையில இருந்து புலியாயி அப்படி திருப்பி வருமா?
இல்ல, அந்த மாதிரி வர மாட்டாங்க. ஒரு டிவோட்டி வந்து அந்த மாதிரி போக மாட்டாங்க. திருப்பி கீழே இருந்து வர மாட்டாங்க.
Okay. So what will happen?
அவங்க வந்து அந்த பூனை பாடி எடுத்துட்டு and then அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும் அவங்க மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணிட்டேன்ட்டு. சோ அவங்களுக்கு இன்னொரு சான்ஸ் கொடுப்பாங்க திருப்பி ஹியூமன் பாடி எடுக்க.
போட்டுருக்கு. யார் சொன்னா உங்ககிட்ட?
இருக்குமா? இருக்குமா?
Okay. The thing is, if a devotee falls down, sometimes the devotee has to take birth. Say like the devotee look at the dog and die. Right? They become the best of the dogs. Maybe German Shepherd, Alsatian, like good breed of dog. And after that one birth, they come back to the human body again. Just the story of Bharat Maharaj. Right? Such a great devotee. But of course, at one moment, he saw that a deer and he dies. So only one birth, then after that, he continues. Yes, Vaishnava Prabhu.
Thanks.
Prabhu, why is a person lying down in coma, Prabhu? Prabhupada says on the lectures, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Means Yamaraj is still deciding what danda to give you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
So it takes a long time. He said, supposing a person is in coma for 7 days, 10 days, that means the decision taking is taking a long time.
Yeah.
Is it true, Prabhu? I mean, it's said by Prabhupada.
Okay. As far as I've read from Prabhupada, and after discussing some senior devotees, they were talking about it. By me remembering, I hope I remember right. Please, Krishna, please bless. A person who are in coma, they are the people who actually have done very abominable, very terrible kind of thing. That means they couldn't, the body is not selected by Yamaraj. The body is not selected. All right?
I'm listening with you.
That means a person is dead, but is alive. The whole body stopped functioning, but the consciousness is still strong. My God, Prabhu, that's a terrible thing to happen, Yeah. But I've got maybe one of my relative, my auntie, very close to me. She was in coma for 5 years. 5 years, I think 10 years. I remember my grandmother, because I've got that video. My father was telling my grandmother about a cousin sister has gone into coma.
My mother was in coma for 8 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this kind of coma, then that means the body become disabled, but the mind is still active and functioning. I think my auntie was in coma for more than 10 years. Yeah, because she just recently, 2 years ago only, she actually stopped breathing. My daughter is now 17, 15. Around 15 years, 15 plus years, she was in coma. Yeah. So that's what Prabhupada said, but I'm not sure how far this thing, right?
He said, ultimately, maybe if it takes a very long time to decide, you may become a worm in the stool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said that. Yesterday, somebody sent a WhatsApp. Who is Rohini Nandan Prabhu.
Rohini Nandan Prabhu. Oh, okay.
He has got his habit of sending all these short clips.
Yeah. There's a question here. There are non-devotees who wanted to die on the day of heavenly gate be open. How about them? Same answer as Shaki Mataji. No. This kind of see, if you want to go to heaven, you just need to chant Hare Krishna. No need a big deal. No need to do anything else. You just chant Hare Krishna, you can go to heaven. Right? But here we're talking about getting liberated. Liberated from this material condition of life. This liberation only can happen if you must have a guru, and you must chant the holy name. You must be linked to the parampara, and you have to practice austerity. Our austerity means we are chanting. We wake up 4 o'clock in the morning. We chant Hare Krishna. We do Mangalarti, and we study Bhagavatam and chant Hare Krishna mantra. Enough, right? But what they are doing is, can we also say, they are imagination, assumption. Swarga Vasal is opening. But we are talking about this culture is around 2000 years old culture. But those days, people are so pious. Not like today, they whack everything, they drink alcohol, they eat meat and everything. When the Swarga Vasal open, go to heaven. Doesn't work that way. Right? Meera asked a question. Sorry, I'm curious, but why take the form of an animal just because it was there in the time of death? What happens to all the dharma he has done in his lifetime, or he has devoted bhakta? Is all the zeroized just because of the mind of the animal? Okay, no. Your question is not confusing, Meera. You asked a very intelligent question. Are you there? Where is she? She has left, is it? Okay, you're there, all right. You asked a very intelligent question, actually. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said it very clearly. What he said, what is the conscious when a person dies, that will be his next birth. You can decide your next birth. What do you want to be? Right? Example, when a man dies looking at the wife, oh, my beloved wife, when he dies, the consciousness what his wife, he will take a female form. She will become a woman in his next birth. So what is the conscious of a man dying? That shall be his next birth. Okay, Meera, are you following me? Right? That's the next birth. So one thing, he have done all that Sukriti, Punya, all that Bhakti, all he have kept it there. But the consciousness when he dies, it will lead him to that next birth. Say, like, for instance, you have got a pet dog. I'll be looking at the dog, oh, puppy, I die. So because of that, I will take a form of a dog. But this kind of form of a dog is not to be born in any kind of abominable place. Maybe dog in Vrindavan, in Mayapur, the holy places. All right? That's why you see that some animals and everything that you see, birds, creepers, snake, and all this kind of thing, all in the holy places. These are the things. So they just need to go through that for one period, and the following period, they will just continue as a devotee, and they'll go back. This is a story example from story of Jada Bharat. We will study that in Srimad Bhagavatam as we go on. Have I answered you, Meera?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So that's why don't take risk. It's very dangerous. Right? Keep your mind as sadistic. Yes, Vaishnava Prabhu. Vaishnava Prabhu. Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, unmute yourself.
Another lecture by a prominent speaker, he gives very good classes. He says, when you are dying, of course, all the kapha, pita, vayu, and all that, he closes up all your doors, Prabhu. But you are in pain. 1,000 scorpions stinging you.
Yeah.
You get me, Prabhu?
Yes. Yes.
1,000 scorpions stinging you. So he
Stinging
said,
at the
you
same
cannot make it. You cannot remember Krishna.
Yeah.
Krishna will come and remind you. So no devotee can remember because of the pain at the time of death. It is Krishna who will come and remind you. Like the Mataji asked a question here. Small mistake. Well, Krishna is going to make the mistake, not me, Babu. They say Krishna will come and remind you. That means Krishna should have reminded properly, Babu.
Krishna should remind us properly. All right. That is the statement, not Krishna, but Lord Shiva. It says in Padma Purana, when a devotee is passing in forgetfulness, I will come and give him the remembrance.
Yeah, okay. Let Shiva also, never mind, Babu.
Yeah.
Shiva should do a proper job, Babu.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're looking at the, see, we're talking about not looking at the dog and die. We are talking about being attached to it. Right? So here we are talking about trauma death. When suddenly something, because as you said, at the time of death, it's just like 1,000 scorpions are stinking at the same time. Thinking it's going to be that painful. The death is that painful. So in that painful situation, you'll be like traumatized. In that trauma, sometimes we may forget Krishna. Yes or not?
But they say Krishna will come and remind you. Okay.
Krishna will remind you.
Let
He
me
reminds you. If he comes in front of you, he'll take you away, right? How does he remind you? It's just like.
Why did you say Shiva Prabhu when Yamunacharya passed away? The Ramanujacharya is waiting for the signs from him when they're carrying the body towards the to burn the body or to bury the body.
Good question.
Krishna will come and remind you.
Okay. What did Yamunacharya or all acharyas, when they leave the body, right? They leave the body, only the soul leaves the body by discarding even the subtle body in that body itself. That's why you see when a pure devotee passes away, the body will never become stiff.
Never become?
Stiff. The body don't become stiff.
Yeah.
Right? Say like, for instance, Bhakti Damodara Maharaj, right? Dr. T.R. Singh, R.D. Singh. Bhakti Swarup Damodara Swami, you know, right? Our ISKCON scientist. You remember?
Yeah.
He passed away in Manipur. And it took him at least a week to bring him to Vrindavan to put him in Samadhi near the Radha Kund. After 1 week of travel, they brought in him. When they raise him, the whole body will be still like very soft, never become stiff. Like when you look at this Bhakti Charu Maharaj from America, he brought back, the body never got stiff. You see a lot of devotees who pass, you know, like Prabhupada, right? You remember the Prabhupada Samadhi, Prabhu?
Yeah.
You know, when they try to put him into the Samadhi, suddenly the leg will fall off. You know, they'll be holding the leg will become loosened, you know, the leg will be like dwindling. I mean, like dangling. Have you seen that?
Yes, Prabhu, because see, Prabhu.
That is natural, Prabhu, because you develop rigor mortis. After a few more days, you'll become flaccid again.
No, because the body never becomes stiff. We have seen people like Karmi pass away. Sometimes the body becomes stiff, right?
Yeah.
The hand all becomes stiff, you know, cannot move, become cold and stiff. But the body is still distinct, right? So there is different. So what Yamunacharya is all different. So when you're talking about Krishna coming and reminding you, how does he come to remind you, Prabhu?
Oh, God has got his own ways, Prabhu.
Because at that moment, it will happen like you'll be sitting and watching a cinema. From the day one that you're born till the last moment, what are the things that you have done? You're going to watch all that like a movie.
Yeah.
We'll see you with your parents, running around playing football. All the things will pass. After that, you start to see all that, you know, sometimes the abominable things that we have done, everything we're going to see. And suddenly we start to look at chanting Hare Krishna, attending Kirtan, talking about these stories. It'll bring you the remembrance. Pop, you'll be enlightened. Oh yes, I must chant Hare Krishna. I must remember Krishna. The reality will come. I mean, that's what it says.
Yeah, I get you. I'm with you.
Yeah. So anyway, Prabhu, how the thing going to happen is everything theoretical, because once we leave this body, there's no one came back and to explain what the thing happened. But the Vedas have said this is what happened. Okay. So he says like 1,000 stink, you know, the thing. This is all for karmi or for all this kind of thing. But for a devotee, since Krishna keeping you very comfortable here, he will definitely going to take you comfortably to him. Krishna is going to take us back to home comfortably. How? By Garuda, I mean, no, that's, what do you call? What is it?
Pushpa Vimana.
Vishnu Duttas will come, they'll blow the conch, right? And they'll ask you, I'm going to take you to Vaikunta. No, I want Goloka Vrindavan. If you want Goloka Vrindavan, you'll be born again. I rather born again. So whatever, all right? So we don't need to worry about that, Prabhu. Now, do you agree, Prabhu, that Krishna is deciding every step of your life?
Yeah, for sure, Prabhu.
Yeah. We were doing something else. We were studying something else. And out of something, we started with something. That today we're sitting and talking about Bhagavatam. You think it's all we decide? No, it just happened. It's all Krishna's decision. So since Krishna decide everything well, why not? Just simply depend on him, right? Perhaps that's why when a loved one is passing, the family members pray and say the Lord's name, Krishna or Shiva. Maybe that will help the dying body to think of the Lord. No. Okay, another thing, Mira. At that moment, everybody will be in great anxiety, great stress. And it's a kind of shocking. When the person is not trained to remember Krishna, they can never remember. You got it? They cannot remember Krishna or Shiva. Even you can go to the here and start shouting, Krishna, Shiva, Krishna, Rama, Chandra, all shout. Still they cannot remember because that's a time of extreme shock. Okay. Yeah. So start practicing from now. Chant Hare Krishna every day. Because we are doing a lifetime preparation to go through about 10 minutes exam. The final exam. Yeah. And it's worth it. Now thinking about that, oh, how am I supposed to do? Oh, a lot of things. No, that's why what Krishna says, Yukta Vairagya. Prabhupada says Yukta Vairagya. Like this morning, I was listening to my mentor's class, Pran Govinda Prabhu. He said, what is ISKCON? That's one Prabhu was telling, what is ISKCON in Alachua? ISKCON is the movement that utilize all the material comfort in the service of Krishna. Simple as that. I was thinking, yeah, I never thought about it. I said, Pran, my mentor is such a fantastic. He said, what is ISKCON? ISKCON is the society where you're going to use all material comfort, material opulence in the service of the Lord. Right? So just go on living the life that you are living. You don't need to do any alteration, any mental adjustment, nothing. But start chanting Hare Krishna. If you have not started, start immediately by today. If you are chanting 8 rounds, do 16. If you are doing 16, do 32. If you're doing 32, do 64 and increase. And those who are seriously chanting, let me tell you again, 16 rounds is not enough. It's not enough. You must do more than 16 because 16 is a minimum standard, right? So minimum standard, how long are you going to maintain your minimum standard? Forever, right? But pray to Krishna, pray to Prabhupada, talk to them, ask their mercy, seek their blessing. My Lord, please. And let them, when Krishna does things to you, it is natural tendency. So whichever way that you are inspired, carry on from there, and later Krishna will, some or other will arrange things. My journey in ISKCON for the last 32 years, 33 years, I never got bored. Formerly, I used to go to this Devaram class. My mother used to force me to go to Divine Life Society or this Mariamman Temple Devaram. No, the singing all that Devaram. Oh my God, that's traumatizing, so boring. No? Again, day in, day out, just sing the same thing again and again and again. The same feeling, never got. But in this bhakti, for the last 33 years, I didn't see anything same. Every day seems to be something new after new after new after new. So life as a devotee, never boring. Okay. So anyway, it's 11:20. Thank you so much for your wonderful time, wonderful association. It's such a beautiful topic. And tomorrow, 27, is going to be even more beautiful. My obeisances are unto you. You are the property of the material impoverished. You have nothing to do with the action and reaction of the material modes of nature. You are self-satisfied. Therefore, you are the most gentle and you are master of the monist. So Prabhupada has given a long purport here. Then this one is total of 58 verses. Oh, 52 verses. All right. Now it's 22nd. Let's see. Maybe by this month we could be able to complete this prayers of Queen Kunti and Parikshit saved. Then next round, the next verse is chapter 9. Is going to be even more interesting. The passing away of Bhishma Dev. Right, the Bhishma is passing away. A lot of things that we can learn from his passing, because Yudhishthira will go to ask question. A lot of things will be explaining how we should practice sadhana. All right. So thank you so much for your wonderful time, wonderful association. All glories to our great Acharya Srila Prabhupada, Kantrat Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotee. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavinibhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. So please write your takeaway and share in the group. So the more, like now, I believe that Rajendran Prabhu can still remember what he have read in Harinam Chintamani, because every time after over, he will make a sketch, make a note and summary and keep it. Is that so right, Prabhu? Where is he? Is he around? Where is he? Oh, it's not here. Surprisingly, he left early. Wow. Rajendran Prabhu. Right. Never. Anyway. All right. So, till see you again. Have a beautiful Wednesday. And see you again tomorrow, same time. Hare Krishna.